Hey Aries, welcome to your reading. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get all the messages that I post for you guys. I'll leave information about what decks of cards I use in the description box, okay guys? So check that out there. Let's see. Interesting. I've separated the chakra cards here for those who want to know what's chakra may need cleansing for them. So let's see. The third eye chakra, okay, as we have wisdom here as well. Maybe an awakening you've been going through. So don't forget to cleanse your third eye chakra, okay, guys? In the immediate past, the waiting game, it seemed like you was waiting for somebody here, but you're gaining wisdom during this time. You know, look, it's a virtue. You realize, there was a lot for you to learn in this experience. It wasn't just about waiting for somebody to return. There was so much for you to learn and so many people to meet along the way that can help you on your journey, teach you on your journey. You teach them. Okay, so let's see here. Definitely divine there, as it's the Hierophant. And we have in your immediate future, deception and envy. So the more we go through life, the more we gain, the more we learn. Some people may envy us, but I feel like you should be understanding to them and, from what you've learned, that this may be a reflection of them. So if somebody thinks they're cheating you, they're really cheating themselves here. So I'm not too concerned about this deception card here in your immediate future. If it was in your present, I would be more concerned. But with it being in your future, I feel like you're gaining the wisdom to deal with this sort of energy. So let's see here. What's going on for Aries? You guys have seen my little baby Aries videos, my granddaughter. I love Aries. So, Three of Wands. I can't even see with the sun here, but this is the Three of Wands here. This is something worth waiting for, and it's on the waiting card. So I feel like you've changed how you wait for things to come into your life. You've gained that wisdom there. So maybe before you was just needlessly waiting, like, okay, so I'm waiting for an ex to return or something and just waiting. I feel like you've changed that now. I don't know, I just feel a change in how you wait has become more positive. You are continuing with your life and maybe if it's meant to be, it'll be. Maybe that's the change. Maybe that's what wisdom you've gained here. And maybe it's the fact that you're not so bothered, that I'm not so bothered about that deception and envy. Yeah, look at this, the Chariot. You have success coming in. And again, the Chariot is about changing your approach to things. So that's what you've done, and that's what I was feeling. And that's why you're having success. And unfortunately, people do start envying you when you've gained this success. I mean, you put the work in, you learn your trade or whatever it is. Maybe you buy a new car here and people are going to be envious of it as well because he's looking down here at the Chariot. But it seems like destiny is about to step in. Maybe you're realizing we make our own destiny and our own path here. So that's what you're forging forward with. 10 of Swords, wonderful. This means the worst of it, or whatever you've been experiencing in life up until now, the worst of it is over. So yes, there was betrayal and backstabbing. Even, this deceit and envy, probably in your past, like with everybody, it makes us who we are today, right? In the present, it gives us that wisdom. We learn from it. We gain knowledge from it. And you can even share that with other people as well. Some of you might be learning how to drive or teaching somebody else how to drive as well. I think like this betrayal brought an end to you accepting that sort of behavior in your life at all. And this is why I'm not concerned about the 7 of Swords there. It is more like you've overcome that. So I feel like you can handle it. And, you know, that's why you'll never experience that sort of betrayal again, because you know now when to walk away, when to stand your ground, when it's worth it, when it's not worth it. The worst of it is over. So you've experienced the worst of betrayal. The Seven of Cups now. So this can be a lot of offers coming in as well with this Chariot. And, you know, if you are single and waiting to meet somebody, you'll be shining a huge light here with the Hierophant. So I'm not surprised that in this time, a lot of people might want to date you. But you might be waiting for somebody specific, or you might be, you know, not know them, but you'll know them when you meet them, right? So all these offers here, I feel you might not be interested in just because it's this card rather than another deck. So I feel like you might be getting a lot of offers, but you're not really interested in that. Could just be that right now you're working on your spiritual growth with the third eye chakra and the Hierophant, right? Working on yourself, and that's that positive waiting energy that you've got going on. Listen to your dreams, okay? They're trying to tell you something. Three of Swords. So Three of Wands, now touched by the Three of Swords. So it's like this heartache taught you, and this betrayal here taught you. I feel like you're still recovering from it with this Three of Swords. As you can see, her heart is healing, but it's still a little bit tender. I mean, if my heart was hanging out my chest like that, I really wouldn't want to touch it, or anybody else to touch it. So maybe you don't want to love yet, and that's why you're rejecting all these offers. You're just maybe not healed from that, but you know, you're getting there, you're learning from it. You might find out something hurtful, but I don't feel like as much heartbroken, right? So if you went through with a heartbreak, I feel like it was in the past and you've learned and gained from that experience. So, but I feel like it's still a tender subject. Some of you would be waiting for somebody who broke your heart. A Knight of Wands, right? A player here. So it reminds me, like I mentioned, my granddaughter, like her favorite song where it's Cardi B, Ring, 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 right? So it says, you know, what does it say again? You don't hit my line no more. And this player, like, is waiting for somebody to call you here, somebody to come in. That'd be those who are waiting for somebody who broke their heart, or it even could be a cross-watcher waiting for an Aries who hurt them to come forward, and you're the one who's learnt these spiritual lessons here. Be careful of this energy because it is the retrograde, so it can be like, you know, this person who deceived you is coming to you in the present future here, sorry, in the future. Just remember your heart's still a little bit tender, so you might accept them here, but each to their own. We have free will. You're still feeling something about it. Nine of Cups. You're learning to love yourself. And I feel like maybe wishing to be healed already, or maybe wishing to be over it already. Of course, there is so many people watching, so this has come out in all the readings so far. I've just realised this Nine of Cups. This will be Jupiter's energy having an effect on us all then. So what we focus on will expand. So if you focus on this positive energy, this Chariot, the worst being behind you and the best yet to come, that's what you're going to receive in your life. Your wishes granted, we call the Nine of Cups. So that's what you're going to receive, right? So obviously with Mercury retrograde, we do sort of go back and look at people who hurt us. It might come to our mind a lot more, and that's why it's still a bit tender for you, and that's why I just feel it's in the past. But yeah, for some of you, if somebody's just broke your heart, you need to be learning to love yourself with the Nine of Cups. If you want to know if they're thinking about you, yes they are. If you want to know, do they know how much they hurt you? Yes they did. I mean, look at her from here where she's heartbroken to here where she loves herself. She's got a new hairdo. She's going like Sandy in Greece. She's like, yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it, player. Okay, the Magician here. So something is manifesting. And like I said, where you're putting your focus, that's what's coming to fruition here with the Magician, right? You have the tools to make this happen. So you're manifesting really well at this time. So be careful if you're still feeling a bit tender. Remember, Mercury is retrograde. Remember how they made you wait, right? Remember how they deceived you. Before manifesting, just check with yourself. Is it best for me? Is it loving me? You know, some people will, once they've been heartbroken, I just laughed at this Sandy reference because it's like, I always say, you know, your player soul gets activated. So some people might have gone out and had a few encounters with other people. It could be your soulmate that rather than deal with their heartache, they tried to mask over it and sleep with multiple people rather than dealing with it. But now they're focused on that and their energy is being drawn back to this heartbreak here. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come back and try and start something up with you, with the Magician. But the worst of it is over because you're learning a new approach to life here. That's what you're doing in present. Ten of Pentacles. You're like, I'm solid without you. I'm joking. Yeah, this was probably a very stable relationship that came to an end. There's lots of changes coming up, Aries. And, you know, sometimes change is scary, not only for us, for other people. And I feel like their feelings for you might show up as envy, right? So just remember, when your money's going right, you know, your self-respect is in point, people will try test you. It really is that simple. So it could be people jealous of you trying to test you here, but just stay on point with what your goals are and your self-love is, because what we focus on during this time is going to manifest for us with the Magician. So if you're focused on money, that's going to manifest for you. Right now, you can get your Pentacles right. Okay, if you want to manifest a very stable, loving relationship in your life, you can also do that. Somebody might be jealous that you're with somebody. Queen of Pentacles here. So really, the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands are the only cards that came up to show us who's in the reading. So again, it's an indication of taking care of yourself and maybe focusing on money and getting that right, staying healthy, grounding yourself, taking vitamins here, and that loving nurture that you usually put into other people, it might be that you're giving it to yourself right now. Really good time to start a business for you guys, okay? So look out for you here, because good money energy is here with the Magician and Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, for those who are self-employed. For others of you here, I feel like it's getting back to work and feeling good that you're back to work, and that could be the change that's coming there, because tens are about endings of cycles and changes that are coming up, closing things down, starting new things, and that's what you guys really want to be doing. And don't forget to cleanse your third eye chakra. Good luck, guys.